Hi, welcome to Probability and Statistics course. In this video, I'm going to cover some problems on area of normal distribution. So, normal distribution related problems we will discuss. So, this is the normal distribution table. So, here is the in the first column. If you see the first column, like these are the G scores, which represents the first up to first decimal places. The second decimal places we will find here. For example, if you want to get the value of 0.16, then 0.1 is here and 0.06 here. So 0.16 respective value is 0.0636, like that we are going to see. So up to first decimal place we cover here. From the second place we will take from here the respective coordinate value we are going to take as the table value, normal distribution table value. So here is the table. Now here is the example. If X is a normal distribute variate with mean 90 and standard deviation with variance 81. So here whatever the first digit they are providing, that is mu, and the variance is sigma square. So here basically the notation will be like this: mu of mu comma sigma square. This is a normal distribution. So n indicates normal distribution of mu of sigma square. So here mean provided as 90 and variance is given 81. Okay, and from that one we have to calculate probability of x greater than 0, probability x less than 9, sorry, x greater than 90, probability x less than 90, then probability between x is 90 and 100. Like that there are few problems are there, we cover all these problems. So the first one, whatever the problem in the problem they are providing, the mean variance I'm taking. So mean is provided is 90 and variance is provided 81. Therefore the standard deviation is square root of variance. Square root of variance is nothing but square root of 81, which is 9. So the variance here, the standard deviation is 9. So we get the G scores using the formula like Z is equals to x minus mu by sigma. So x minus mu by sigma. So x minus mu by sigma. So if for the first example, if I want to calculate probability of x greater than 90. So here probability of x greater than 90 is nothing but the value of x is provided in the question, which is 90. So the question, from the question, x value is 90, and mu and sigma is provided. Mu is equals to 90 and the standard deviation is 9. So z is equals to 0. So where z is equals to 0, then the corresponding normal distribution diagram will be looks like this. So from the 0 onwards towards to the positive infinite, because here we are maintaining the greater sign. So respect to G score is we got 0. So from 0 to positive side up to till whatever the curve is there, up to there we are going to find the area. So from the table 0 at 0, you can see we can take the values from the table. So if we want to calculate probability from the 0, so 0 is 0.000. So that is nothing but here this is the middle point from where this is the midpoint of the normal distribution. So we know that normal distribution, half of the area towards to the left side of the mean line and half of the area is right side of the mean line. So from this point to till right end we are taking, so the total area from this point is mean from middle point, like which is 0, this from this to end is the area is 0.5. So that is the first one solution. And x less than is also 0.5, as we discussed just simply. So if you are taking a mean line, the left side area of the left side area of the curve and right side of the area of the curve, both are equal, which is 0.5. Adding the both them, we will get normal distribution is unity, that is nothing but total area under the curve is equals to 1. So for the second question, probability of x less than 0, x less than 90 is also 0.5, x greater than 90 is 0.5. Now we have to calculate probability of x between 90 and 100. So to get the 90 and 100, again we are doing the same. So we know that x minus mu by sigma. So x value is here 90 and mu is x value is 90 and mu is also 90. By standard deviation is 9. So this is 0. Okay, and right side we are calculating probability for 100. So 100 minus x minus 90 by 9, which is 1.11. So the probability, if you see, both the z values are positive. When both z values are positive, the formula will be modulus of a of z2 minus a of z1. Modulus of a of z2. So here z2 is nothing but 1.11 minus a of z1. So here z1 is nothing but the first value. So when you are taking 90, what is the g score? When you are taking 90, the g score is 0. When you are taking x2 as 100, I mean, then the g score is 1.11. So here we have to take modulus of a of 1.11. That is this a of is nothing but the area we are covering from the we are taking from the table value, minus a of g1. When you are taking 0, then the g score is 0. So now we take these two values from the table. So we know already a of 0 is nothing but from the table it is 0, and we have to take the value of 1.11. So when it is 1.11, we take it from the table 1.11. So you can see here 0.00 is nothing but 0. This is the a of j when a of 0 is 0.00, so that is 0. Next one is another value is 1.11. So here 1.1 is there and 0.01. By adding these two things we will get 1.11. Their respective value is 0.3665. So this is the table value we are using there to get the solution. So you can see here 0.3655. 0 plus 0.3655, which is equals to 0.3655. This is the answer. So this is the area we are covering from 0 to 1.11. Both are in positive direction. Fourth question, we are calculating probability between 85 and 90. So if you see here 85, when you are taking 85, then the respective g formula g score is 85, which is x value, minus mu is nothing but 90 by standard deviation sigma is 9. So this is for the value when 85 is there. So let us consider this value is z1 as of now. Similarly, when you are substituting 90, we will get z2 score. So where x2 is 90 and mu is 90 and standard deviation is 9. So these are the z2 scores. So for z1 we got 0 minus 0.56 and z2 we got 0. Okay, so when you see one is negative value and one another one is 0. So when you are taking these two things, the formula will be one is positive, one it is negative sign, then the formula will be a of z1 plus a of z2. So this is the formula we use to get the value. So a of z1 plus a of z2. So this here minus sign we are not going to take here, because this minus sign indicates on which side, is it left side of the mean line or right side of the mean line. Just to know that one we use the minus sign, but to get the g scores we don't use minus values because probability does not exist with a negative sign. So here a of z1, so here we got z1 score is minus 0.56. Instead we take 0.56. So a of 0.56, and a of z2 is nothing but a of 0, because for z2 value for x equals to 90 we are getting g score is 0. So a of z2 is 0. So this 0.56 we are taking from the table. So the table value for 0.56 is 0.2123, that you can see here also. 0.56 value from the table, 0.56. So here is 0.5 and here is 0.06. The coordinate value is 0.2123. So this is our solution for that respective problem. So everything we are taking from the table based on the area. One more example from the same thing. So here if you see the finding the probability between 84 and 98. So when x value is 84, the respective g score will be 84 minus 90 by 9, which is, after simplifying, we are getting the value is minus 0.67. When x value is 98, the respective g score is 98 minus 90 by 9. So here x 98, mu is 90, and standard deviation is 9. The simplified value is 0.15. So if you see here, one value is negative, one value is positive. So as we seen in the last example, the same thing, like one is positive value, and when one g score is negative value, the formula will be a of z1 plus a of z2. So here a of z1 is 0.67, and a of z2 is 0.15. So 0.67 respective value we have to take. So this is a of 0.67, 0.67, and a of z2 is right side, which is the 0.15. So these two values we have to take from the table. Okay. So 0.67 respect to table value is 0.2486, and a of 0.15 table value is 0.0596. So the addition of these two values is 0.3082. So you can see here. So this is the normal distributed curve, and we are 0.067 is left side of the mean line, and 0.15 is right side of the mean line. So the between the area we are calculating. That's it. So like that we are finding the probabilities or area under the curve for the normal distribution. Thank you.